G'day everyone, my name is Lachy and today I'm going to be giving you an introduction to algebra using an app that myself and a couple of my mates have just finished developing. It's called Do Math Good. You can download it on Android and iOS right now. Okay, let's jump into it. So as I said, we're going to be using the app and more specifically our introduction to algebra module. I'm going to jump into the very last level, but all those levels you just saw will give you like a slow workup to the stuff we're going to be doing today. No worries, because I am also going to give you a slow introduction to it. Cool, so this is the style of equation we're going to be solving. You can see that there's some fractions on the left-hand side, some additions, some multiplications all scattered around, and probably this equation looks a little bit uncomfortable. So what I'm going to be showing you today is basically a process for working through all of these kinds of problems. The skills that you're going to be learning, which is how to move elements in an equation around and generally simplify it, are really, really useful for all the other kinds of maths you're going to be doing, because these are the core skills of algebra. Alrighty, so let's dive in. The very first thing to do is to, as I said, work towards simplifying it. And that means that we want to get rid of this 5 in our fraction. I personally think of that as the most complicated part of this equation. So we're going to bring him over to the other side. So we just drag him over. And because he's on the bottom of the fraction, we need to do the opposite on the other side. So that's division, and this is going to be multiplication. So we multiply the 5 over. Rightio. Next up, we can't do anything else in this equation until we've gotten rid of those nasty brackets there. So we'll expand the brackets. You can see that we prompt you to remember to multiply the 5 into both of the numbers inside of the brackets. Right, so what we can see here is we've got the 9x and we've got the 8. And they've both been multiplied by 5. Right, up next we want to simplify these multiplications. So we'll do that. 5 times 8 is 40. 5 times 9 is 45. And the equation's starting to look a hell of a lot more simple now. From here, what we want to do is we want to group all the x's together and all of the numbers together. So that means firstly bringing this 11x over to the other side of the equation. That was an addition, so we're going to have to subtract him. And then bringing the 40 over to the other side of the equation. So that was an addition, and we want to subtract him on the other side. Cool. From here, we just group our numbers. So 4 minus 40 is minus 36, and 45x minus 11x, it's basically just 45 minus 11 times x, is going to give us 34. We're almost there. This is going to be a pretty disgusting way to finish, but all we need to do is divide over to the other side, the 34. So that was 34 times x, so we need to divide it. And this is really a good point to leave the equation at normally, because that fraction is not nice at all. In our app, you do have to finish by simplifying it. And to be honest, at this point, it's a bit of a guessing game. All right, we got there. And basically, our app then goes and generates more equations. So now that you've learnt the skills, download our app right now, Do Math Good. It's on the Play Store and on the App Store. And go through the levels, practice up what I've just taught you, and in no time, you will be absolutely killing it at rearranging equations. Alrighty, so like our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to see more of these tutorials, and I'll catch you soon.